Hey guys, Jacob here. I know it's been a while since I posted last video, but I just didn't feel like doing it. But here I am again, and today I have a super important topic which I was thinking about a lot for a long time. So basically, I don't want you to be just a programmer, and let me explain. Yo, so here we are, and let me explain what I mean by that, because the topic is super serious, right? It kind of sounds like a clickbait, and I just want to tell you that it's not. It's actually a serious problem, especially in my opinion. I just want to say in the beginning that this video might not be for all of you. I know people are different. I'm just sharing my personal opinion about this one, all right? So let me tell you the story. Basically, the whole thing, which I'm going to talk about, started when I was a child, right? I started reflecting on this lately, but basically when I was younger, I had no problem starting a new thing at all. Whenever I wanted to learn how to use Photoshop, I was learning how to do Photoshop. I was spending hours and hours, and in the end I learned it. I wanted to learn how to edit videos, no problem at all. I wanted to be a super good in some computer game. I was always ranking high on the servers. I was playing a lot of those multiplayer games. I was spending a lot of time playing those games, so I was always also really good at them, right? I don't know, I wanted to create like a Minecraft server, no problem. Metin 2 server, if you guys know this game. Yeah, I did this. I did all of this shit. And the only thing which was stopping me, it was the amount of hours I had to invest in order to learn a new skill, right? So you can say that it's kind of like it is right now, but not necessary, not necessary. Let me tell you when the whole thing started. So also an interesting thing is that this whole mindset of learning new things, I learned coding because of it, right? Because I got to coding, I was super interested into this, and I just learned it, right? I started with C, C++. I even started to creating computer games because I was just curious. So I was creating computer games in C++. It was all coming through passion, okay? It was all passion. Even when I was in my first university, I was spending a lot of hours at my place, at my home, just learning Python because I was curious. I was building web scrapers, I was building some automation scripts, some bots. I just love this, all right? But then I got a job. I got my first internship in Python, and after the internship, I obviously continue my journey. I got another job. It was a full-time because I also dropped out from university, and I still love it. I was spending like really a lot of my free time on coding, right? I was literally reading a book after a book about Python. For example, about Django, I literally went through the whole documentation, and I really love it. And then I kind of came to the point when if I wanted to learn something new, I felt guilty. I felt guilty that I thought that I should spend this time or actually learning a new skill only when it comes to programming, okay? So I spent another 1 year probably on learning just things about coding in general. And then I thought that my path, my life path is done. It will be like always like this, right? I'll be just a coder, just a programmer. I will just improve on coding. I literally faced this problem that I feel guilty if I want to learn a new skill. I feel like I'm wasting a time. But then I started also listening to audiobooks. Fortunately, I got this one book by Gary Vaynerchuk called Crushing It. And this book changed my mind when it comes to everything. I know I'm still young, as I said, it's just my personal opinion. But the whole thing is about being happy. Gary Vaynerchuk puts a huge effort or telling other people that they should do what they love and they should be happy in their lives. And I can't agree more, right? Everyone wants to be happy, right? But the problem with coding, problem of becoming a programmer is a lot of people go there mostly because of the money. They don't really have a passion to coding. They don't have passion to solving the problems, right? When it comes to me, sometimes I also don't feel passion about, but I was still forcing myself to do that because I thought that was a right thing for me to do it, okay? But fortunately, we live in a 2020, right? And then this book also taught me, and it showed me the whole term of creating the personal brand, okay? So basically, personal brand is that you treat yourself as a company, you treat yourself as a brand. So let's say here I'm Jakobowsky, it's kind of my brand. And in the book, Gary Vaynerchuk showed literally a lot of different ways how to market yourself in the internet, how to create content on Instagram, like literally sharing what you do, because if you love what you do, then you should also love to share it, right? And as I said, I love to code, but I started kind of like burning out when I was just coding, and I'm super open person when it comes to people. I just love to share, and creating my own personal account on Instagram and being able to share with others gave me like another chance, another life. Like if you die in a game, you got another life. And I feel like this is the thing which happened to me with creating my Instagram. I literally loved code. I loved to code again, okay? Because I could share things about it. I could meet people, and what's the best, I could create community around Python. So it was just better and better. I could help others and see, like, I got literally a lot of different DMs, people thanking me for sharing the information, and it's just the best thing it can happen, right? I also always wanted to create videos, so creating this YouTube channel is also combining my two passions together, and because of this whole thing, and because I like to code and also I love to create videos, it gives me another chance not to burn out, right? Because it's just another way of being a software engineer, but not only, right? So I started this YouTube channel, right? And because of it, I could combine my two passions together, creating videos and coding. So here I am. I can create videos about coding projects, and it just gives me more life, right? I enjoy to code because when I think about it, I'm building the project, then I am able to share it with you. It's just great, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if you feel like you are going to burn out when it comes to coding, maybe try to combine it with some other passion, right? The beautiful thing about 2020, right, is that you can literally do everything and you can monetize it, right? Especially when it comes to creating the personal brand. You can cook and get the money for this. If you market yourself super good, if you create content, if people watch you, you can be a dancer, you can be a personal trainer, and always earn more and more money, and also do what you love, right? So I don't want you to get into programming world only because of the money, because it just won't work. It will work for like 2 or 3 years, and then you'll start to hating it, right? I was coding so much sometimes that I literally couldn't look at my screen anymore. But if I think about it, that I really love it in general, and I can combine it with my other passions. Like, this is my way to do things in the whole software engineering area. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So again, I don't want you to be a programmer. I want you to be a creator. I want you to treat programming, I want you to treat code as a tool so you can use it and you can build things, right? Here I can build videos, I can build content on Instagram. Also, I can kind of like, let's say I can just teach others. I can create my online courses, and it all gives me happiness in life. And I think it's super important. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope I made a point. I'm more than happy to talk about this. Please comment down below what you think about this topic. Check my Instagram. I post there super frequently, probably once a day, sometimes once every 2 days. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, and see you next time.